So I want to use my soapbox here for a minute and talk about projectors and responding. Because projectors and their aura are the most conditioned type, and they are the most easily misunderstood and homogenized. And projectors, having the undefined sacral like manifestors and reflectors, are not designed to respond. There's no response. The response comes from the sacral center, which is a manifesting generator or generator type thing. And a simple example of this is response and communication. Texting, direct messages, emails, phone calls. The generator has a sacral response that shows up to that external stimuli that comes to them and responds to it. A projector does not have that. So a projector who is in response, who is constantly in response and responding to those, like literally responding to those text messages that comes in, is in the not self, is in the generator world, is homogenized. And what is natural for a projector is to not respond. And so what this looks like for me in my world and in my texts and my direct messages is that there is literally only one person who will consistently get a relatively prompt response from me, and that's my partner. And he will get a response from me. Almost literally everyone else has to wait. And sometimes it's a day or two. I don't have the consistent response that shows up. I have all these messages that come in and I look at them, I acknowledge it, but I do not have the response, the consistent response to reply. I have a cousin who's a projector, and 95% of the time I do not hear back from him if I text him. He does not have the response. And this is why projectors, you are so different from generators, and generators, this is why you need to give your projector people space and this understanding, having this awareness that they are different human beings. They are not like you. They are not responders. And this is just something we have to give ourselves permission for as well as projectors. We just need to know that we are not consistent responders. We are not here to respond to the world. And so the only people that will get that sort of thing from me are people that have booked sessions and my partner. Everyone else has got to wait on a response from me just because it's not there. And I see emails and messages come in all the time, and I do not respond immediately because I don't have the response show up. And I'm not in that conditioned, homogenized self that says, I need to respond. I need to show up, to be there, to bring my energy to the table. My life force energy is not consistent. I do not have the sacral response. And so I want to share this as some helpful awareness to generator types who are responders, and to projectors specifically, but to also non-sacral types who are not designed to respond. Just in hope that that brings some awareness. Nothing is wrong with you if you don't want to respond. I get direct messages, and sometimes I just put a little heart on it. I see it, I acknowledge it, or I'll mark it as unread, and I'll go back to it later if I need to respond. So something to think about and to give yourself permission for in your deconditioning process.